Some say I'm outstanding in my field, but I'm outstanding in my yard. So join me today. We're going to dig up some elephant ears and put things away for the winter. Don't go away. Hey guys, welcome back to Lawn Journeys. It's Russ. Love these grasses, love it when they bloom in the fall. They're beautiful. I leave them up until the spring and then I cut them back. I like to look at these all winter. They just get better and better. Done a lot of yard cleanup, got some leaves out of the way. Going to dig up some elephant ears that got hit by frost and show you how I packed them away with some of the other flowers that don't make it through the season. So let's get busy. All right, team. So some of the things I got to do in the fall is dig out the plants that aren't going to make it through the winter, such as the elephant ear, picture above. This thing was banging during the summer. We had 22-degree weather here the other morning. I had frost on the lawn, and I guess you could say it's done for the season. Looking a little limp. So I'm going to dig these out, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to store the bulbs for the winter. And let's get busy. Get out there and get it done. All right, I bought these from Tractor Supply earlier in the year. And let's see how big these roots are. This thing's gotten pretty substantial. Let's take a look. Look at a root mass. Look at a root mass on this thing. So what I'm going to do is cut the plant off. I'm going to let this dry out a little bit, and we're going to save these roots, pack them away for the winter. There's actually a bulb here, and we're going to try to replant them in the spring. All right, team. Look at the size of that trunk. This is the one that was out front, in the front of my house. So what I'm going to do is just cleave off the branches here. As you can see, it's got quite a stalk going there. It almost looks like it was, you can see where the new shoots were going to come up until it got hit with the frost. But there's the original bulb right there. So I'm going to keep this section. All right, team. I also have a pot of dahlias out here. These are dahlia bulbs that I dug up a couple weeks ago. Those beautiful flowers, I'll post them up in the corner. Again, I'm just shaking off some of the dirt. These are actually, what's called the tubers. So I'm going to keep these and replant them in the spring when the frost is done. You've seen Connor Ward's really into this. I've been a dahlia fan my whole life. I don't always have them. I had them here a couple years ago. I got lazy and didn't bring them in one year, and they came back. So I was like, they'll come back again. Oh, no, they don't. They eventually froze. So here's some tubers. These are tubers. They don't survive the winters in New Jersey. I'm not sure about these elephant ears. I mean, this isn't like what the bulb looks like when you buy it in the store. But, I'm going to pack them away and I'll give it a shot. So what I'm going to do here is add a little vermiculite. Some people use peat moss. I have vermiculite. You can see this material. You'll find that mixed in with potting soil often. I'm gonna add a little vermiculite to these bags. I'm gonna lay the tubers in here. So there's all my dahlias. Top it off with a little more vermiculite. Because you want to keep them moist, but you don't want them to dry out during the winter. And I will store these in my basement. Okay, team, that's the story storing my tubers. That was the dahlia bulbs and the elephant ear. And like I said, store them in a cool, dry place in a paper bag in the dark through the winter, preferably somewhere that doesn't freeze. So if your garage isn't well insulated or heated, that's probably not the place to put them. I'm going to put them in my utility area, or I did put them in my utility area in my basement. And come like maybe February, I'll pop the bag open, maybe spritz it with a little bit, a tiny bit of water, just throw a little moisture in the bag, because if they dry out totally, that could also cause some problems, at least with the dahlias. But they should be fine in the vermiculite, and we'll get them back out in the spring after we know the freeze warnings are done. So it could be, you know, I could actually wait till April for both, because I planted those elephant ear early this year. I had 3 bulbs. 2 of them came up, the other one never came up. So I don't know if it froze or it just wasn't viable. But what I found is they love the sun. They do need some water. And I had plenty of season to get them to grow big, so I didn't have to get them in early. What I'm curious to see is if I keep reusing the same bulbs from the elephant ear, if I get bigger ones every year. Because I have a neighbor a couple blocks from here. He's got some huge elephant ears. So we'll see what that looks like next season. So guys, stick around, like the channel, give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. It's nice to know folks are watching. Leave a comment if you want. Let me know how you store your elephant ears. I'm curious. And also, what's your process? Do you cut them down and leave them for a couple weeks in the fall if you're in the Northeast? Do you wait till the frost hits them? Do you take them before the frost? This is the first time I've tried to recycle my elephant ear bulbs, so I'm asking you. I need some help. Leave some comments. I'd really like to know, because if these don't come up next year, I'm going to run to the store and buy some new bulbs. The elephant ears are fantastic. I really enjoyed them. It's like you're in South Carolina or Florida. You know, it's that type of vegetation. Really cool. All right, team. That's a wrap. So we dug out the elephant ear. We dug out the dahlias. I dug out a couple other plants that I know aren't going to winter well here in New Jersey. I let them dry a little in my garage for a week or 2. I've now packed them in the vermiculite. I'm storing them in brown bags in a plastic container with no lid. I'll be placing them in a temperature controlled area of my basement. We'll break them back out in March or April. I'll get them in the ground and we'll see if they come back bigger, better, and stronger. So other than that, that's a wrap for today. I do plan on having a little celebration on my deck this evening. I have 2 neighbors coming down. We'll social distance, have a couple snacks and a couple drinks, and try to celebrate Thanksgiving and get the weekend started. I am looking forward to hopefully what will be a better 2021. Hopefully COVID will be in our rear view mirror, or it'll be on the downslide, or it'll be more manageable where we can have some normalcy. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving from my family's ears. The other thing I wanted to say, as far as what's happening in the lawn this weekend, I'm probably not doing anything. I'm just going to enjoy the time with my family. I did my final FERT 2 weeks ago. I did my pre-emergent a week ago. You can link to both of those. I don't think I'm doing any other treatments. There's a chance I'll do a round of humic liquid yet, but then I'm shutting that down too, and I'll be moving my next products into another area where they won't freeze because they're in my shed right now. And it does get cold here in Jersey. Apparently they'll weather well through the winter, but I'd rather not have that material freeze. That's just my choice. So guys, get out there, get it done. It's never too late. Sun's shining. Get out in your yard and get your stuff done, man. So that's it. I wanted to thank folks for dropping comments. I enjoy the back and forth, and you guys give me a lot of good recommendations. And with that said, guys, be well, and I'll see you on the next episode of Lawn Journeys.